Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant, as always. So I've noticed that the comment section is a bit going bonkers right now. There's no need to. First of all, thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for looking things up. Thank you guys for realizing the truth when you see it. Um, Apparently Elmira is very pissed off. I don't know. Like, to me, okay, the dude sent me some threats. All right, he sent me some threats, man. He's calling me by a name that I have no idea who that person is. You know, apparently, I don't know, I don't know who that guy is, but apparently there's a clear case of mistaken identity here. You, you know, I hope you didn't call this guy up, bro, because that's if you're fucking like if you're fucking going crazy on this guy's phone right now, and that's not even the right person to call, you're launching, son. You're launching. Um, hey, man, like and anyways, there's no point into. First of all, my phone number is on my website, man. Like, I mean, my phone number's on my website, bro. Like, I wouldn't talk to you. I'd probably hang up if I knew it was you. I'm gonna hang up on your face. But anyways, man. He's very pissed off, saying he's gonna come down and see me and shit. Shit, man. I don't know, man. Like, hey, I don't know what to say about that, man. I really don't know what to say about that shit, man. To me, well, this is what I have to say about that. That means that everything I said was true. That's what it means. Because if you have to, like, if the only way to defend yourself against an opponent is by lowering yourself to a less dignified state, then I guess you're just not built for this shit, man. Like, period, man. Like, you're just not built for this shit, bro. You are clearly a scammer. Because the thing is, if you ain't a scammer, first of all your videos wouldn't be 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I do understand for the YouTube and people got a low attention span, so 5 minutes is preferable for a lot of people. And a lot of people, they got to go to work and blah, 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 blah. So they rather have a condensed, reduced version of, whatever they like to watch. So 5 minutes is something that is universally a good thing for the general masses. But I'm not part of the general masses. People that like this kind of knowledge, they are going to watch 1 hour. They are going to watch 2 hours. They are going to watch 3 hours. They're going to watch 4 hours. They're going to watch 5 hours. You know what I mean? So that's not a big deal to me, the whole 5 minute thing, and of course it does help with the subscribe rate. People will subscribe to you more if they can just look at you for 5 minutes and then move on to other things. But I don't really care. I don't have to care. Like, the thing is, you can watch me for 5 minutes and then come back later and watch another 5 minutes. So what's the point of doing 5 minutes? Just watch what you can, and if you don't have the time, watch some more later, period. It's not a big deal to me, and I love doing this because it's this is magical. I don't make movies, I make magic. I'm like Hollywood. You know what I mean? I don't make movies, I make magic. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like Hollywood to me, man. So I like doing videos in 1 hour sections and shit like that. It gives me the chance to prove my intellect. It gives me the chance. It gives me a space to express myself. because I'm not only trying to teach, I'm also expressing myself, because I can't go up to somebody, because that's the thing though. That's the thing. You can't really walk up to somebody and have a 1 hour conversation about spirituality and what it truly means. You know, so being able to do a video, a 1 hour video where you can truly say what it is that needs to be said, feels better to me. It's therapeutic. You know, at least I got the message out, you know, instead of sitting here and clawing the skin off of my body because I'm stressed out and I can't really express myself. Here I can express myself. And this is the reason why I feel like El Mayor is a scammer, because he's not using this platform to express himself. He's using this platform to intimidate, antagonize, and basically basically lie to people to get them to subscribe and get them to call. So basically this is like, for him, YouTube is like a calling card. You know, to me, it's not really a calling card. I mean, every video is a calling card for a YouTuber, even me. But, you know, there's different styles of calling card. I mean, like, he's like, you know, flossing and, you know, showing off and things like that. You know, me, I show off, but my calling card is my truth. You know, my calling card is my authenticity. My calling card is my my knowledge. You know, that's what my calling card is. You know, that's what I would. That's what I consider as my calling card. So it's very different from, you know, from what he does. I mean, like, you know, and to put it simply, if you're gonna go on somebody's channel and threaten him, you know, to cause bodily harm to him or whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever kind of harm that you're thinking of. I didn't say that he was going to cause me he didn't say that he was going to cause me bodily harms, but if he wants to come down to like where I'm at and shit, you know, I don't think it's just to talk, because I'm not going to talk with you. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't get, you know what I mean? If you show up to my doorstep, when, you know, all the gloves comes off, you know what I mean? So, you know, so that's the thing though. Like, I don't think, so, you know, because that's your only resource, you know, because that's the thing about a scammer. That's your only resource, because you're scamming, you know, period. You know, because if you weren't scamming, you'd be able to do creative YouTube videos that shows that you are a above level person than me. You are a superior person than me, which you are not. You're clearly not a superior person than me. I'm clearly superior to you. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, sure. I get you did some UFC back in the days. That's cool, man. That's fine. Some kickboxing or some shit, like, I don't even know. The picture look fucking old, so I don't even know. You know, I know back in the days UFC didn't exist, so, you know, I don't know what kind of shit you used to do. You know, like, you know, but everybody was kung fu fighting, fast as lightning. Everybody was kung fu fighting, fast as lightning. Oh, come on, everybody. Oh. You know what I mean, bro? So anyways, I know y'all want to keep singing. Hold it, yeah, another time. You know, so I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit's not impressive, nigga. Like, it's not. Yeah, I mean, some people might feel impressed by that stuff, you know, but nobody, no real nigga. I'm gonna talk like you talk, because that's the only kind of language you understand. You understand, like, low vibrational shit. So I'm gonna lower myself to your level. I'm not gonna elevate myself to your level. I'm gonna lower myself to you. You see how that shit works? I have to come off my cloud 9 to sit there with you on your, cloud -8. You know what I mean? So real niggas don't give a fuck about shit like that, man. Real niggas don't. Hey, man, like for real, I'm just saying, like real niggas don't give a shit about fucking shit like that. You gonna tell a real nigga you do karate? He's like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what kind of shit. Do you know how much people come to me and tell me that they know karate and shit like that? And I just look at them like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't do karate, man. I don't do kung fu, nigga. But I did fight against people that do karate. I fought against people that did karate. I fought against people that did UFC, nigga. I fought against people that what's it called again? Did Muay Thai. I was gonna call it Muay Thai. They do Muay Thai, man. You know, all kinds of shit, man. I don't care, man. Like, you know what I mean? I am afraid of boxers though, because boxers will beat the bricks off you, nigga. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Boxers dangerous. I never fought against somebody that did boxing before, so that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? But it's not weird. It's just because most people are sheep. You know, we go for what people know. Like, whatever is the style, whatever people are interested in, that's what we do. You know, so that's the reason why not a lot of, because nobody respects boxing as a legitimate martial art, even though it is. You know, so since everybody got an idea that, because right now everybody doing UFC, but if the word of the day was kung fu, everybody would be doing kung fu. If the word of the day was wrestling, everybody be doing wrestling. So it's only normal for the general masses to all know karate. It's only normal for the general masses because we have different time period. Like back in the 80s, it was karate. Back in the 90s, it was kung fu. And now we got UFC. And in the future, as it would seem, I think boxing is on the come up right now. So we're going to go back to boxing at some point. I mean, boxing was in the 90s because Mike Tyson and shit. But right now it's on the come up and shit. But even back then in the 90s, boxing was still not considered as a legitimate martial art. People respected boxers, but the art of boxing, that was a different issue. You know, and it's still a little bit the case today. You know, thanks to the UFC. So, to real niggas, you know, talking shit about, you know, what kind of athleticism that you do, or you go at the gun range to shoot bullets and shit like that, that's great. You know what I mean? That's good for you. I'm happy for you that you have, you know, a curricular activity to do outside of work or business and shit. That's all fine for you. That's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, that doesn't count. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, what matters is your actual worksmanship. What matters is what you actually doing in life. You know what I mean? Like, what matters is what you know and not necessarily what you do. Because what you do might not even be connected to what you know. In your case, I believe that all that martial arts training and all that, you know, that all that, because shooting range, going to the shooting range is also martial art. So all that martial art training only shows me, based on what you know, it only shows me that you're a scammer and you fucking scared for your life because you know that you're doing some bullshit and somebody's gonna, you know, karma's gonna catch up to you one day, and you hoping that when karma catches up to you, that, you know, you'll be able to defend yourself when that shit happens. You know, that's what it shows. That's what it tells me. To me, it shows me that you're a scared little boy. You know what I mean? To me, you're kind of like you're a scared little boy. You know, you're a little boy. You're a little man in a grown man body. You know what I mean? I mean, look, the guy is like posting up, you know, he got a skull head, you know, I'm a full-on psycho, because I got a skull on my arm. Nigga, I have a tattoo of Baron Samedi on my back since, like, 2000s, you know what I mean? That doesn't make me a full on psycho. And I mean, like, if that's, I'm just saying that, I'm just saying, man. Like, I had like a tattoo of a skull smoking a cigarette for 10 years, 10, 15 years. So like, I don't know what you're talking about right now, man. Like, you're a little boy, man. You're nonsense, man. You're a joke. So anyways, I know, man, you shouldn't make fun of people and shit like that. I'm not trying to make fun of them. I'm not trying to make fun of him. And anyway, he got a fucking serious problem because now y'all motherfuckers doing threats on people on my fucking channel, man. You got your people doing threats on your channel. Look, bro, y'all don't need to name other people's names in the comment sections. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. That's bullshit, man. This is the fucking internet, bro. Like, you fucking wilding right now, bro. You got a problem with me. You ain't got a problem with everybody else on the fucking comment section. You don't need to be telling people's names and shit like that, man. Like, keep it 100. Keep it 100, man. Like, you're not turtle right now. You're not acting turtle right now. That's some bullshit. All right, you got a problem with me, deal with me. And period. You don't go in people's comment section, look up everybody and start going after them and shit like that. That's some bullshit. It's the fucking internet. Anybody, not even, and the worst part is not even, maybe, that's the thing about the internet, you know what I mean? You pulling out real people's real names and shit. It might not even be you that or me that's gonna do something to the person. No pun intended, no offense meant, whatever. It might not be you or me that's gonna do something to the person. It's somebody else, some scammer, some hacker, that just needs an identity and shit, and just oh shit, here's this guy's real name. Let's look him up. You know what I mean? That's bullshit, man. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? I understand you got this whole fucking vibe where you're kind of like, oh man, when I go in, I go in and shit like that. But yo, nigga, that shit, you need to, you're stuck in the past. You know what I mean? Like, you need to wake the fuck up and smell the fucking flowers. You know what I mean? Like, you stuck in the past, bro. Like, you bullshitting, man. Like, you should say I'm sorry. Like, you should say I'm sorry. In your next video, you should say I'm sorry for doing that. You ain't got to be sorry for me, but you got to say sorry to like Papa Smoke and shit in them. You know what I mean? You got to say sorry to, like, I don't know, like, there's the tourists or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, but the comment section was going crazy. So you got to say sorry to the people because you ain't got to involve the people in it. You know what I mean? So, as I said before, look, I'm not saying I'm like the #1 magician in the world and shit like that, and I'm more powerful than this and I'm more powerful than that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you got your basics right, like, you don't need all them things. I mean, martial arts is good. I believe in martial arts too. I think it's a good thing. You gotta keep in shape, knowing how to defend yourself. I don't hate martial arts. I got nothing against martial arts. I love guns. Like, as a collector, I love guns. They're nice, and martial arts is great. Capoeira is beautiful. Kung Fu's remarkable. Karate is powerful. All that shit. I don't hate none of that stuff, man. All that shit is good. It's good for your soul. It's good for your heart. If you know where to direct your energy, it's a good thing. Because some people will learn karate and then they're going to go outside and try to rob somebody and shit. Just like Elmira. You know what I mean? But there's some people that are not like Elmira, and that they'll learn karate and they'll defend people and they'll try to be helpful, or not even fight nobody. It just keeps them fit and healthy. So the next time they walk down the street and they see somebody trying to get their washing machine in their apartment, they can help out. You know how many times I've helped out people with the goddamn washing machine when you walk, you know what I mean? So that's the difference when you're walking. When you're driving, I don't have a car. So when you driving, like, you driving, You know, but people back in my days in the 90s, not everybody had a car. I mean, cars wasn't come up, right? But it's not like today where people have like regular people have two, three, four, five cars. You know, back in the days, a regular person had one car, barely. You know, you know. So back in my days, everybody from the 90s, they can remember walking down the street and someone had a problem, you know, putting their fucking washing machine in their house. That's like a regular. There's no way you walking down the street anywhere in the city and you don't meet up with someone trying to get a TV in their house or a goddamn washing machine in their house, because those shits are heavy. So I remember, you know what I mean, like I remember being fit and being okay to do it every time I see someone like you don't have a choice. Fucking washing machine is goddamn heavy. You don't have a choice. You can't just like walk on by and let the person sweat like that. So it's like everybody from the 90s knows or did help someone with their goddamn washing machine. That's like a thing. You know, like you cannot be like an adventurer or someone that considers themselves a person of the world and not have helped someone with their fucking washing machine. You know what I mean? That's like a legit thing. And even today, if you walk long enough or in the right places, you're probably gonna end up helping someone with their fucking washing machine. Whatever. It's a thing. So it keeps you in shape and shit like that, man. But me, the bottom line is, if you're using that to intimidate other people on the internet, you're using that to intimidate I mean, it's more than intimidation. It's not even intimidation. It's more than that. It's antagonistic, you know, like it's nemesis inducing, you know, like he's trying to be a nemesis, because the thing is, you're scaring other YouTubers. I mean, other YouTubers might not say that they're scared of you, but they probably are, you know, and for the wrong reasons. They're not scared of your magic because the motherfucker might be stronger than you magically. You know what I mean? But he's scared of you physically because you got guns and you got pictures of you doing martial arts and shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, so that motherfucker's not going to come at you, even if it feels like you're bullshitting, or even if you even, probably you mentioned somebody, that person never even said nothing to you because, you know, he's about his business. He's not about getting into altercations and shit like that. He's not gonna, you know, hack your computer and try to find out what your name is to coming down to your house and all kinds of shit. That's not, a lot of people ain't gonna do that. It takes a special kind of moron to be thinking about shit like that. It takes a scammer to think about shit like that, because you're not stupid, but you're trying to protect your scam. You know what I mean? So if you take me out, you know what I mean? If you shut me up, if you silence me, your scam can keep going. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why you're threatening people. You know what I mean? Because a real dude, a real balkar that's on your level, a real balkar that's on the level, right? I don't know what level you are, but a real balkar that's on the level, he's gonna be like, oh, okay, all right. You wanna play that game? You know? And then you wake up next morning and shit, you got gangrel and all kinds of, part of my language, you got all kinds of diseases and shit. You towed up from the flow up, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I just don't believe you, man. Like, I just don't believe you. I'm not saying you ain't got no talent. I'm not saying you ain't got no talent. I don't know if what you do is true or not. The half of the time I am completely confused. Half of the time I am walking around like, what's the fucking name of the guy, like the blind guy, you know, that's my confused look. I'm walking around like this because I don't even know. Like, is this you? Is this not you? Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the thing is, look, man, I feel like a lot of these new age magicians are using astral projection and shit to try to intimidate people. But I do astral projection too. I can astral project myself into your house too if I want to. I just don't give a shit about astral projection. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about astral projection. I can manifest myself into your life too, bro. But I just don't give a shit about astral projection because it's useless. And I feel like some of these guys are trying to use like astral projection as a way to like uh intimidate people or impress them and shit. And people will be like, "Oh shit, man! I saw his face and everything. I saw him and blah blah blah." And they're gonna be impressed. No, but that's the limit of what they can do. That's the thing you don't understand. Until that motherfucker doesn't prove to you that he's capable of doing a lot more than just astral projection, then that's the motherfucker. That's the best. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the limit. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are into astral projection right now. It's being pushed. The Illuminati is pushing astral projection a lot, bro. They're pushing astral projection a lot. And it's fine if you're impressed by astral projection. You still saw an astral projection. So that is still a supernatural kind of thingamajig to happen. You know what I mean? So it's normal for people to be, kind of like wowed by it. But at the end of but the thing is, you're not gonna impress me with it. Like, like somebody like me, somebody that calls himself fucking Lucifer. Like, you're not gonna impress somebody that calls himself fucking no. Let me rephrase that. You are not going to impress somebody that actually is Lucifer with fucking astral projection. Sure, some of these guys, they do hit me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I get hit. I take L's, man. Like everybody else on the fucking planet, I take L's. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, am I really taking an L? That's the confusing part. Like, am I really taking an L? Is this really an L? I don't even know. You know what I mean? Because I've seen magicians do some shit. I mean, witches and shit do some shit to people. It's pretty fucked up. you know it's pretty messed up shit, and it's really messed up shit, so I don't know. I do know we're in the middle of a war, so that's why I'm confused, because these guys act like they're fucking innocent and shit, like they're not doing anything. And it's really confusing, because I know I'm in the middle of a war. There's other people saying that they're in the middle of a war, but if you look at these guys like Dolo and Elmera and whatnot, it's like they have no idea that there's a war going on outside. It's like they're completely fucking oblivious about what the fuck is going on. Well, Dolo less, actually. Dolo's a little bit more aware of the war, compared to Elmera. Dolo's fighting the war for his side, for his camp. You know what I mean? So I can't really say that. It's just people are confused because he's using God's name and he's talking about archangels and how beautiful the fucking star is. And every time you look at his channel, he's sending you love and shit. He's doing love witchcraft. He's doing love magic and shit like that. Not sex magic. He's doing love magic. Those are two different things. So he's using love magic, and people might be, they think he's a good guy and shit, and then but Elmera doesn't say shit. Elmera says it's a fucking conspiracy, and then he admits that the conspiracy might be true, and then he's beating him, and if you beat him mentally, he's like, "You want to fight, nigga?" like, dude, you a joke. You're weird, nigga. You are weird. You're the weirdest magician I have ever seen in my fucking life. Like, you are the single weirdest fucking magician I have ever seen. I don't understand where do you live? Like, what dimension? I don't mean physically, where do you live? Spiritually, where do you live? Like, I don't understand. Like, like, it's weird. Like, I'm crazy. You know, because where I live, fourth dimension. I'm a five-dimensional entity living in a fourth-dimensional world. Of course, I'm nuts. You know, magic does not make you sane. Magic makes you crazy. Well, demonology makes you crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say magic as a whole. But voodoo makes you crazy too. I ain't gonna lie. Voodoo make you crazy too. Voodoo makes you crazy too. Demonology is kind of like, I don't know. It's a fun kind of crazy. It's not like it's not a bad kind of crazy. It's a fun kind of crazy. So. It's not a harmful kind of crazy. It's a good kind of crazy. It's the kind of crazy where people look at you, they're like, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, you bullshitting, but it just sounds like you're saying bullshit, but you're not. You're actually telling the truth is a lot crazier than people think it is. Just like the Dolo shit, you know what I mean? A lot of people ain't gonna believe that he's doing love magic and, he's just, like, getting people wrapping people in on his pinky and shit, by being, positive and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. I see his old fucking game. I see it. I mean, right now, these guys, I gave them a chance, to clean up their act. So they had like more than 24 hours. They had like 36 hours. You know what I mean? You had 36 hours and 36 hours. Y'all MFers pulled out, like, I don't know, man. I don't know I was like, bleh. Yeah. First of all, nobody answered my last video. This guy started threatening me on a video that had nothing to do with him, and that's the weird part. He threatens me on the video I made about Dolo. Like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on here, man? So anyway, the point is, nobody can answer me and shit. And you know why they can't answer me? Because the only person that can answer me is a theoretical physicist. If you're not a theoretical physicist, you can't have an opinion about my videos. Period. I'm a scientist. Like, I'm a scientist, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My science is so highly evolved that it looks like fucking magic. My science is so highly evolved it looks like magic. If you're not a theoretical physicist, then you can't answer my shit. Now I know what you're saying. You say, well, that's not fair. They're not fucking theoretical physicists. So you can't expect them to answer you if they're not theoretical physicists. You're right. You're right. You got a point. I'm not gonna lie. You are kind of right. But I'm not attacking them because they're not theoretical physicists. I'm attacking them because these motherfuckers, as negative and horrendous of a person and blatantly toxic and, just hate-filled, gross, lost in the darkness ass nigga that I am, I feel like these people are negative. I don't like them. I feel like they're negative, man. I mean, look at El Mayor. I don't know about EA. I'm not trying to bring up the past here, but I don't know about EA. But to me, he looked like a cool guy, and I had people look into EA, and apparently he's a cool guy. He's doing bullshit, on his side of the planet. You know what I mean? But he's a cool guy. I never watched E.A. Cuerden's videos and he was like, "Buck Elmira, kiss my ass to all you black magicians out here. Y'all ain't shit." I've never heard E.A. say shit like that, ever. And you ain't gonna tell me that it's because, oh, that's just not his, that, or he's not just, you there, blah, blah, blah. He's been doing this for 40 years. He's the foremost black magician on the fucking planet. In demonology, anyway. And I never watched EA's videos when he's doing shit like that. So, to me, I clearly had a preference when it came to EA and Elmira. When it came to EA and Elmira, I clearly had to. I felt like EA was a positive guy. He made me, feel like it's okay to be a demonologist. He made me feel like it was okay to be a demon. Because maybe a couple of years ago, I was afraid to be a demon. Maybe that's the reason why I made so many mistakes in my life. Because I was afraid to embrace my demonic self. So I did a whole bunch of stupid shit, thinking that I was righteous, thinking that I was doing the right thing, and I was not doing the right things. I was not. I'm not saying it's thanks to EA. But when you're doing things, you're already in the process, and you're entering apotheosis, and you are becoming as God. You're becoming Metatron. You're becoming Enoch. You're becoming that guy. You're becoming a spiritual Chad. You know what I mean? And you see content like that. That's helpful. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel like you're on the right track. It makes you feel like, okay, I might have something here. And then Elmira comes along. and then Elmira comes along and he just, kicks the fucking sandcastle over. You know what I mean? And you're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Who in the fuck is this guy? So I don't know. You guys can see me as the bad guy in this story. Of course. Completely understandable. Shit. I don't remember a story where I was the good guy any motherfucking ways. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you my opinion and how I feel. And I feel like the content that he's pulling out is bullshit. It's harmful. It's not good for kids. Okay, and I'm pretty sure his channel is open for kids to watch on purpose because he's a fucking edgelord. You know what I mean? Because he wants to be a fucking edgelord. He wants to be fucking edgy and shit like that. He got a tattoo of his call on his arm when he's fucking 40 and shit. Wow. Give it a rest. Give it a fucking rest, right? You want to show up at people's doors. I'm not going to open the fucking door, you fucking idiot. I'm going to call the fucking police. I'm not going to, whatever. You're not going to fucking record me and put me on fucking World Star, you bum. You're a fucking bum. You are a bum. You're a bum, bro. You're literally a bum. You're a disgrace to magic practitioners. You're a disgrace to Bakars. You're a disgrace to voodoo. You should hand in your gun and your badge because you are not built for this kind of shit. Period. Obviously. You can't even handle me. You're the best in the world already. You got people in Dubai giving you money for bottles of piss and shit like that, bro. Fuck out of here, man. Kiss my ass. You're a disgrace. You are a disgrace. And the worst part is, look. You think I'm exaggerating, but listen. You think I'm exaggerating because I know I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bully. I'm the bad guy. I'm Lucifer. I'm the adversary. I'm the bad guy. I get it. I know. You're not the first one to tell me. 1 billion people told me way before that shit. I've been told that shit for eons. I get it. But that doesn't mean I'm wrong. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that I'm wrong, bro. Because listen, check. This guy doesn't have a life. How are you going to tell me that you're selling shit all across? You got clients from Dubai. You got clients from Dubai, richest place on earth. The richest people on earth go there, right? And the person's face that you see on his website is mine. Well, the first thing you see when you go on this man's website is my face. How you gonna tell me he's not trying to scam you? Pardon my hand gesture. People might say I'm Illuminati. Pardon me. How you gonna, bruh? That's not hack. That's not scamming. You know, character right there. That's not. You know what I mean? Like that don't look like somebody that's scamming and shit, bruh. Like. How you gonna have my face on your website? Like you're trying to shush me, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to like silence the truth and shit like that. Oh, this guy, get the fuck out of here. If you had clients like that, nigga, put those clients on your website, man. Put some videos of those people. Make those people do some fucking videos for you. Don't put my face. How is my face going to attract more clients? How is my face going to attract more clients to you? And you made a promise to your clients that you can't keep. Because I'm still here. You put that shit up months ago. You know what I mean? And I fucking destroyed your ass. If your clients had the time, if those rich ass clients were petty enough to watch this YouTube saga battle, you would have lost every damn contract. If they were petty enough to watch all of these fucking things that you put out and how I answered you, you would have lost your damn contracts. So that means you ain't got no contracts, man. Because you be fooling people, man. And maybe you're not fooling people. Maybe all of this is just a game. There's nobody being fooled. There's no money being made. Probably works somewhere in McDonald's and shit. And that's how he buys. He just buys nice things so he can make these videos. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, well, I'm sorry. If that's the case, I'm fucking sorry. I didn't want to put you on blast like that. You just have a scamming ass fucking attitude. And it's very weird to me. And it can't be the case. It can't be the case because why would you go so hard for something that stupid? You know what I mean? Like you don't need to go hard on something like that. If you're battling, if you're fighting other people, other voodoo practitioners, it's because you actually do some voodoo. Or you know some people that do some voodoo. You know what I mean? So it can't be all a scam. It can't be because you're bullshitting. But it is partly a scam. It is partly a scam. It's all for show. It's just a smoke screen. It's obvious. And mind you, I wouldn't be going in on you like this if you hadn't like told me what you told me the other day on my comment section. You know what I mean? Because you were speaking Creole. I don't know. Why were you were speaking Creole. You removed your comments. On top of that, you removed the comments. I don't know why. You threatened me and shit, and you removed the comments. Bro. It is what it is. Deal with it, man. You wanted to enter the magic world. You went after a guy that was there for 40 years. I mean, like, he was my friend. It's not even about him being there for 40 years. I don't really care. He could have been there for 2 years. It don't matter. The thing is, you know, like, that was some positive shit that he was pulling out. I don't understand what your problem was. And you never explained what your problem was. And no one cares. At this point, it's too late for you to explain whatever your problem was. We don't care. We don't care about your negative ass bullshit. Tell me, why is Bunko Elmira the only one doing videos like this? There's other people doing videos like that. That's not true. That's not true. There's other people doing videos like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, show and tell. You know what I mean? Show and tell. You know what I mean? You always attacking other people and blah blah blah, trying to make it look like you're doing like baneful magic and shit and blah blah blah. Like whatever. Like whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, I get it. The reason why he's showing his teeth is because that shit's expensive. And he did the whole row. You did a whole row. Alright, so that means you got a little bit of money in your pockets. I get it. I don't know where you get that money from. Apparently you got clients from Dubai asking you for your services. I guess that's where you get the money from. Apparently, supposedly, they're very happy with your services. Alright, it's cool. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't really prove it. I can't talk to the motherfucker. I've never seen the motherfucker. We ain't never gonna see the motherfucker anyway. Because he probably cursed somebody. Like, he's not gonna show his face if he cursed somebody else and shit. And then, oh yeah, I use his services. Like, he's gonna make a video saying, yeah, I use his services to curse a whole bunch of people. Everything's fine. Like, or he might do it. I don't know. I ain't trying to help him. But I'm just trying to find out, like, what's going on here. Because at the end of the day, I'm the bad guy. At the end of the day, I'm the one doing wrong. At the end of the day, I'm the one being shadow banned. At the end of the day, I'm the one being silenced. At the end of the day, I'm the one being ostracized. At the end of the day, I'm the one being cast out, exiled, oppressed, suppressed. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of confused here, man. I'm kind of confused. If I'm bullshitting, then what the fuck is he doing? Because you taking trips, taking planes. Apparently you got a nice car. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Or you wear some nice clothes. I don't know. But, it just seems kind of peculiar. All this shit is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got more subscribers than me. Which is astonishing. If you don't mind me saying, that shit is astonishing, man. Because I don't know what the fuck your people are listening to. Shit, you did a video the other day talking about somebody in a headache and shit like that. Headaches. You were talking about headaches. No one knew what the fuck you were talking about, man. You didn't even put context. Like, no one knew. Everybody was sitting like a bunch of bozos. They was sitting there in your comment section laughing. You're so cool, though, man. But what are you talking about, man? They had no idea what the fuck you were saying. I had no idea what the fuck you were saying. It was weird. It was creepy. It was a creepy, weird video. It was like 2 seconds. It was 2 minutes, 1 minute something. It was like 1 minute 40. And he just randomly says, how is your head doing? And then he starts laughing egomaniacally. Ha 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 ha. What? What? Ho. 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 But I'm bullshitting. Right. Okay. Sure. Okay. You want some fries with that bullshit, sir? Man. I hate to do you like that, man. But I don't hate to do you like that, man. Sometimes you gotta let a bear sleep. Sometimes you shouldn't wake up a sleeping bear. You might get mauled. Like I'm mauling you right now. And the worst part is ain't nobody has the strength or the decency around you to tell you, bro, you are getting manhandled by this kid, bro. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up, bro. Stop fucking mentioning this nigga. God damn. And I can keep going too. I am being a good person right now. And I'm choosing my words wisely. Not because you're gonna come to my house and beat me up. I'm choosing my words wisely because I don't want to seem more of a bad guy than I already look like right now. Trust me, ain't nobody likes me for what I'm doing to you right now. No one. In other news, you know, in other news, life is beautiful. Please believe in yourself. Stay away from drugs. Yeah, right. Stay stay away from drugs, kids. And alcohol too, I guess. Even though I drink and stuff. And I'm stop doing that. Stay away from drugs and alcohol. God damn it, I'm gonna kill your ass. No, I'm kidding. Stay in school. Respect your elders. And you know what I mean? Because look, nah. I'll make another video. We're gonna talk about that shit later. Have a good one, man. Peace out, bro. And remember, if you want to, I can keep going. It could get a lot worse. It could get a lot worse. Trust me. I don't know why. But you know what? It's gonna get worse. Because Elmer is so stupid. And, he's so full of himself. And he's so stupid that he's gonna say some stupid shit. Or he's gonna start acting up. And I'm gonna have to get really, really mean with him. You know what I mean? Which is not what I want. It's not necessarily what I want, bro. But I just have a feeling that he's gonna act up. I have a feeling he's gonna act up, and then I'm gonna have to go in, and just like the other time, everybody's gonna have to beg for mercy for him. You know what I mean? I can already hear them. I can already hear your people coming at me and be like, "Why are you doing this? It's not, it didn't do anything to you. You're a dick. You're an asshole. I hate you. You're gonna die." I can already hear them. But hey, man, I don't know. You kind of started it. You could have just stayed in your fucking lane, or you could have just you know what? This is what you could have done. You could have been a man. If you were a man, all of that shit wouldn't have happened. If you were a man, all these videos wouldn't have happened. If you were a man. That's what you could have done. Yeah, ain't nobody have to say they're sorry to somebody. You don't have to say you're sorry, man. If you know, you know. But if you was man, if you acted like a man, probably there's a good chance that none of this would have happened. Or bullshit. Or he can't act like a man because he's part of some bullshit conspiracy. And he can't really say how he feels because the way he feels is not accurate to what he's doing. We call that being guilty. You're a guilty person. You have guiltiness personality disorder. Why are you always on the defensive, nigga? That shit is suspect. Anybody that's always on the defensive is obviously somebody that's doing something wrong. Period. Period. If you on the defensive all the time, you're doing something wrong. Period. Me, I don't deal with people that's on the defensive. I will never exchange money with someone that's always on the defensive. I don't know why he's on the defensive. All I know is I'm not doing business with him until I know why he's always on the defensive. Because if you're always on the defensive like that, you're doing something wrong. You're suspect. We already caught you in a lie. I don't understand people that exchange money with people that are always on the defensive. They're up to something. They're obviously up to something. They're probably going to rob you. They're probably going to rob somebody else. They probably did. That's stupid. I don't understand people that do that. I don't understand people that do that. I will never exchange money with somebody that's always on the defensive. I will never do that. You're obviously going to fall into a trap. I mean, if you find out why he's on the defensive all the time and it's not that bad, okay. You know what I mean? But if I meet you in the street, like I go in the store, it's your store and you're always on the defensive, nah, nigga. Like this whole store is probably some kind of like racket or, you know, some kind of front for something. So I'm out of here, nigga. This shit is where I'm not buying none of this shit, man. You know what I mean? So, because the thing is, and you think like, now don't listen. Now you're listening to El Mera right now. That's the El Mera voice talking to you. Because you might be like, well, there's some people that got some, there's some people, I go there too. I go to bodegas too. That's not the problem. They're not on the defensive. Not everybody in the bodega is on the defensive. Not everybody on the market street is on the defensive. I go there too. I shop there too. And I know very well that the store is a front for something else, But they're not on the defensive. They don't feel bad about something bad that they did. Because the thing is, if you're on the defensive like that, now I have to ask you, why are you on the defensive? And then you're going to tell me a story about some shit that I didn't want to know. And that's probably going to make me look at you on a very different light. I'll be like, nigga, I'm not spending my money here no more because you're disgusting. You're a disgusting human being. When you don't have anything to feel bad about, you don't have anything to feel bad about, right? So it is what it is. I don't feel like asking you why you acting this way. I don't feel weird about asking you questions. I don't feel weird about I can't go to a store and be like, you starting to act fidgety, you starting to sweat bullets if I ask you where you get this shirt from. You know what I mean? That shit weird. I can't do that. And it's not like I go to every store and do that. Sometimes you see a shirt, you go to the market, right? And you see the shirt looks nice. You're kind of like, damn, you know what I mean? Where'd you get this style from? Where'd you get this shit from? You know what I mean? The niggas start sweating bullets and shit. And then you like, and that's when he knew he fucked up. You know what I mean? Kind of situation going on, bro. Like, I can't, so I can't do that, man. I can't do that, man. And it's the same thing for YouTube too, bro. Like, I can't buy your shit. Like, you want me to sit there and act like you ain't scamming people or you're king of the hill and shit. But every time somebody says something about you that might be remotely true, right? Not even pure facts, just remotely true, like virtually true, you start going crazy and shit. You know what I mean? You're inconsistent in your attitude about it, right? Like, you're literally inconsistent with your attitude about it. It's like I say some shit, I say some metaphysical bullshit on my fucking video, and you fucking don't fucking understand the fucking thing that you just fucking heard. It takes you 5 fucking hours. It takes you like 20 fucking hours to process the goddamn information, and then you fucking come... It takes you 20 hours to process the goddamn information, bro. And then you come at me the first time, and it took you 20 hours to process the information. The first time he fucking answers, the shit is like, it's like soft kind of shit, like, right? It's soft, right? Like it's soft, like the last video he was in London. That shit was soft. Like, was you talking to me, nigga? This nigga was still high. He was high as shit. He was high as shit. This nigga saying he fucking tired. How you gonna be tired when the plane didn't even launch yet? How you gonna get jet lag from sitting in the airport, nigga? This motherfucker was high. He was high as shit. There's some hardcore drugs. He's on some hardcore drugs. He was high as shit. And he's just talking. He was nodding off. This nigga was nodding off saying, "Yo, what's up, man?" He was talking to me. He was talking to me. How you gonna, what? Wait, what? This mother, this, what? Did you just nod off, nigga? What the fuck? Anyways. So that took another 20 hours of processing, right? So, because he probably looked at his own video, he was like, bruh, I was so high and I just nodded off. Now, did I actually ask him how he was doing? What the fuck? So now he answered with another video that's like 0 to 100. I'm sorry, man. Hey, first of all, I would like this. Let me do a short what the fuck? Wait here. Man, I'm not done. This is a short PSA. I would like to bring more awareness to everybody on mental health and people that have trouble learning disabilities. It is not funny. You know, me as a child, I did grow up with some form of learning disability too. You know, and it's rampant and it's everywhere, you know, in all the schools, everywhere. So if you see someone that has a learning disability, remember, you could have a learning disability too, and it's not funny. Because you might grow up with somebody that has learning disability, or you might have a learning disability. So it's important for everybody to please be aware and learn how to deal with people that have mental health issues or learning disabilities. Now, back to the fucking show. So the nigga takes him 20 fucking hours before answering my fucking shit. And then, you know, like, that's goddamn crazy. You know, like, that shit makes no fucking sense. And every time I make a video, it literally takes him 15 to 20 fucking hours before responding with 5 minutes of content. When I just spent 2 fucking hours talking about shit. And you 5 minutes? Really? What? Man, hey. You know what? I give up. I throw in the towel. I'll throw in the fucking towel, man. I throw in the towel, bro. Like, I throw in the towel, my dude. Like, this is, I quit. I fucking quit, bro. I fucking quit. I give up. Throw in the towel. This fat lady has sung "Shut the Lights" in the stadium, man. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the F out of here, man. This is over. I quit. Make no goddamn sense. 15 hours for answering the nigga. Dolo's the same too. Don't think, you know, everybody think Dolo's the shit. Dolo takes 20 hours before answering me. This nigga makes videos every motherfucking day. You know what I mean? And he's laughing all up and down these motherfucking streets like a goddamn fucking leprechaun and shit. With his leprechaun looking ass. This motherfucker actually looks like a leprechaun. You ever seen the horror movie Leprechaun? That's Dolo right there. You know, Google leprechaun and Dolo. They're goddamn brothers. You know what I mean? So this nigga's walking around like a goddamn leprechaun and shit, laughing and my pot of gold and shit like that, right? All of a sudden, I make a couple videos. Now it takes you 20 goddamn hours before answering the motherfucker. And everybody knows that at this point, everybody knows that you're talking to me. Like, if you don't think that this nigga's talking about me, then you are fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, bro, but at this point, you are fucking retarded. If you really think these mother effers don't watch my videos, you got another thing coming. Of course, I do understand that the reason why I'm not popular is because of my blatant disrespect for people's lives. Which is understandable. Like, which is understandable. I understand, you know. I'm a little bit of an edgelord too, you know. But that's not my fault. It's the way I was raised. And I believe that I'm being authentic too. I don't believe that I am here to act all kumbaya and shit. As a matter of fact, just the word kumbaya actually generates and secretes a little bit of vomit and bile into my throat when I actually mentioned that word. So I don't think I'm here for that kind of stuff. You know, but it's okay if you are. I am trying to live by your kind of like point of view, because I think it's a good thing to have peace on earth and, you know, yada 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 blah blah blah. I think that's great. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. I think, you know, more power to you if you are capable of creating world peace. You know, unfortunately, this is my fucking problem, and this is why I have to get involved here. The problem is most people that think that have the good idea to or the power to create a better world seem to think that they have to join into them some fucking cult or some fucking organization called, you know, in order to make that shit happen, which they do not need to do that. I do understand that a lot of people are rambunctious up in his house, just like El Mara. Very rambunctious person, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to throw no compliments. Sorry about that. I know my fans ain't trying to listen to that shit. I'm sorry. Anyways, point is, I do understand that some people that do feel that they have the responsibility to create a better future and a better world for other people feel the need to connect themselves with a global power to ensure that this shit happens. Now, the thing is, it just needs a little bit of tweakage. It just needs a little bit of tweakage. And yes, there's a lot of people, activists are actually part of this whole global elite thingamajig. That's why I'm not an activist. I don't trust activism. I don't think you should trust activism either, because they don't feel, I know what the world feels like because I'm a geomancer, right? When you're a geomancer, you know, people call it empath. We call it, I'm an empath, so I know what people are thinking. People don't feel like throwing bricks at walls and shit, throwing bricks at car windows and shit like that. People don't feel like doing that. That's not what people really want to do. It's a specific group of people that make either people feel that way or they create a situation where it looks that way. But people globally, that's not what they want. People globally do want peace. They do want to live in a nice world and shit like that. Activism is bullshit. You know, all kinds of activism is bullshit. Well, okay, maybe not all kinds, but in all kinds of activism, there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of bullshittery going on. So it's hard to get involved with that kind of shit, because you never know, you might get involved with the global elites and you're just pushing the global elites system, you know, because like I said before, the people that feel responsible and that feel that they have the power to create world peace are actually aligning themselves with global elites that are telling them fake sweet nothings, that are whispering sweet nothings in their ear, you know. And I'm only saying that if those people actually do care, you know, because some of them might not even care. They just have the power and they just think that they have to do this shit, and, you know, they're just bullshitting, you know what I mean? They're bullshitting themselves and everybody else at the same time. So point is, I feel like they're associating themselves with these guys because these guys say, well, we have the power and we have the contacts in order to make this, you know, world peace shit happen for real. But the only thing is, you're actually falling into a trap where everything is gonna look like goddamn communism, man. You know, and I'm not down for communism. I don't want to be equal to you, because at the end of the day, I don't mind if El Mara has a better looking car than I have. That's not the point. All that shit is fine until I have a chance to get one over him, life is great. And he deserves, well, not Elmer. Elmer don't deserve shit, but your neighbor deserves the chance to be more successful than you, and you deserve the chance to be more successful than him. And that's what keeps life going around. I don't like this whole fucking we all got the same shit, blah blah blah. That's garbage. That's garbaggio. When you stop, and this is what communism does. Because all these bullshitters, they're already going to be on top. Even if they say everybody's going to have the same shit, these guys ain't going to have the same shit because there needs to be somebody to keep this fucking communism shit going any motherfucking ways, right? So what's going to happen? A few people are going to get hired to the fucking government, status. And then there's going to be leaders in the community, and they're going to have more things than the other ones because they're doing more than everybody else because they have an extra job of being a leader. So all of a sudden there's 2 leaders, and then there's 3 leaders, and then there's 4 leaders, and then there's 5, 10, 20, 40, 50. Oh, well, all leaders. All of you leaders? Shit. You know what I mean? And they're going to have nice cars. They're going to have nice things. People are going to start wondering, why do they have nice things? Then you're going to get shot in the face if you ask a motherfucking question. They're going to call Elmira, and Elmira's going to find your name and your address, and he's going to come down to your motherfucking house and shit and shoot you in your fucking face. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You gotta watch out, man. You gotta pay attention. Motherfuckers ain't paying attention, bro. They're not paying attention. People are not paying attention. So you're gonna end up with some bullshit like that. And shit is gonna go south. It's gonna go south. And I'm just talking about the leaders. So everybody else is gonna be super fucking rich. They're going to be flying in the skies in private jets, going to fucking Tahiti and shit, drinking Mai Tais and shit while watching 2 guys in a fucking ring doing some Muay Thai. You know what I mean? All kinds of shit. It got me rhyming and shit. And all kinds of stuff like that is going to happen. And then, because you was too stupid, and you thought, the Illuminati was on your side, and you thought communism was a good thing. You wanted everybody to be fucking equal. Well, that's what you're asking. You know what I mean? If you want everybody to be equal, you're actually giving all the power to one person. And that's why I don't accept the concept of Christianity. Because that's exactly what Christianity is. It's communism. You know what I mean? You give all your power to one dude. Look at it this way, right? Your body, I was looking at something. I believe that shit too. You know what? I'm not going to acknowledge what I saw. I'm just going to say that I believe in that shit too, because then it's going to look like I took it from somewhere else and I have the same belief. So anyways, like I was saying the other day, I was saying that the other day. I did a video saying that shit, that the 9 circles of hell lives within you, right? So all those 9 circles of hell that's inside of you have a population, right? So if you got to give everything you have, your soul, spirit, and mind, and body and soul to your Lord and Savior, right? What does that mean? That means everybody that lives inside your 9 circle of hell have to absolutely listen to whatever the fuck your Lord says. That's communism. It's communism. Everybody's equal. Everybody has the same thing. Nobody, you know what I mean? You don't get stronger. You don't get weaker. It's communism. You know what I mean? If you look at it from what I'm looking at, you know what I mean? The Christianity is communism for the soul, because you will get only weaker. You only get weaker. If you give everything to the Lord and Savior, you're only gonna get weaker. So how is that good? That's communism, man. It's a dictatorship too. It's a dictatorship and it's communism. It's the same fucking thing. So if you wouldn't accept that for your body, why are you gonna accept that for the whole world? Of course you're not gonna accept that for the whole world, man. Nobody's gonna accept that shit, man. But they're trying. You know what I mean? They're trying to pull that wool over your eyes and shit, and it's kind of working from time to time. Not all the time, but sometimes it does. You know. And having people like me causing mass hysteria and confusion is not very helpful. You know? Causing mass hysteria and confusion is not very helpful, man. You know what I mean? So, but hey, I'm gonna keep causing mass confusion and hysteria because people need it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a rude awakening or a rude wake up call and shit like that. And I'm just what you need to do that shit. A lot of people ain't gonna accept it. But at some point you will. You won't have a choice. Because you're gonna end up finding out that all this shit is the truth. None of the shit that you used to believe in was right. Elmer is a goddamn liar. Dolo Mike the Kryptonite is a goddamn fucking, liar too. And all kinds of fucking liars out here, man. Just demons that weren't even demons, that are fucking angels acting like demons. There's demons that demons aren't even that bad. God is a goddamn fucking Nazi. Fucking, all kinds of, he's a goddamn pimp, slave labor pimp, disgusting ass dude, and all kinds of shit. All kinds. She ain't over. You just waking up. But you just waking up right now. I'm telling you, man. It's a lot worse than you think. You think I'm causing mass hysteria and chaos? Wait until you find out the truth by yourself. Man. It's gonna be 10 times worse. It's gonna be 10 times worse, bro. You are going to scream of horror. You are literally gonna gnash. Your teeth are gonna gnash. Your bones are going to grind each other. And then the Lucifer is gonna sit there right beside you. And he's gonna ask you one fucking question. Do you still think this is beautiful? Like he asked me. Yeah. That's some food for thought right there. Because when I was Christian, but then I was showed how the universe worked. I was shown how the universe worked, man. I was not even enlightened. I was just showed the universe, and that happens sometimes when you do magic. And I remember I said, "Oh wow, it's so beautiful." Like death and rebirth and reincarnation and all that shit. All that shit was shown to me. I saw everything, and I was like, "Wow." I still remember. I said it like I was a little bitch too, like. But I was amazed by it. I was like, my mind was blown by it. So I was kind of like, it's beautiful, man. Like a fucking hippie. And but now I understand more since that day. And I should have said it was horrible. I just didn't understand. I should have said it was horrible. It was not beautiful. It was horrible. It's horror, complete horror. Yeah. So good luck. you know. In the meantime, El American can entertain you with bullshit, and yeah. I'll just sit here and contemplate reality by myself. See you guys later. Peace out.